home of African music. Like I said, in case of any questions, just go on the visual. You can send us the messages or the question as well. You can go to our sliding on the DMs. They call them DM. You can go inside there and send your questions, and we are going to send them direct to our Madam Eunice and Mr. Michael today, which they were today representing the internet company, knowing that Madam Eunice Louis say, oh yeah.
Louisa, my Eunice say, right?
Let me tell you, when it comes to richness of everything, even names is Africa. It's Africa. Yes, she being the regional director of internet company that helps with individual Bauspar, and that is individual planning towards future, and as well the accommodation of pension and children's future. She came and joined us to tell us more about the company. They also do something, or they have the motto of helping one another. Like mention, help, and mention, okay? Right. Helping one another. And before we went for a break, we were talking about the employers' contributions to the employee savings scheme, which we have learned more. In case you missed it, remember, just to do this, just rewind to where you started, and you're going to get more about that. The second thing is the real estate, the second thing, is a supplementary pension savings, which she told us how to do that and how to apply. Remember, you can always contact them to get more information, as well to be guided on how to do that. The third thing is a real estate saving plan, and they gave us an idea on how you can love yourself, put yourself first, and do the saving for yourself. And now we'll be talking more about all this. However, I'm going to point on one thing that we need to talk. It's about a child savings plan. We've not really touched on that, which I would like you as well to touch on that, and then we're going to continue on that.
Okay. Yes.
So about the tell us more about the child savings plan.
Yes.
Kinderspläne.
You see, Madam Victoria,
yes,
it's very important to also think about the future of our children.
Right.
It's very, very important. We should buy their future now.
Yeah.
Don't sell it. And we have to know, we all have the dream that our children should become like good, they become doctors, have a better future, and here and there and so on. But we have to start it from now.
Definitely.
That is why we have to put something down for the children, making savings for them, also have a better future, like not living in a renting places, and so also acquire their properties as early as possible.
Definitely. Okay.
So this child savings account is like when the child is born, you open that account, the Bauspar account konto for the child. You know, here in Germany, we are privileged to have this Kindergeld, Kinderzuschlag, Kinder, all these things.
Oh, Kinder.
And this is all about Kinder and their future, you see? So it's not been using for African and doing things African and then leaving our children aside. No. We have to put something down and think about their future. So we open a Bauspar for the children, and the government is saying that, okay, you try and show the way the children should go, as the Bible is saying, train the child the way he should go. When he is grown up, he will not part from that. And then you put something out of his Kindergeld in that Bauspar konto. And then also the Bauspar konto will accredit him a credit amount, like with a very low interest rate, so that when the child is growing and the age of 16 years, the government will also come in and save together with the child. And that is what we call Wohnungsbaupremie Gesetz. And this Wohnungsbaupremie Gesetz is like for everyone who have that account, and the government is going to support him with 10%. Before last year it was 8.8%. Now it's 10% of some amount Pauschalbetrag is up to 700 euros per year. The government is going to add up 10% to that account. So when the child is like 1 year, you have put in that savings account, and then from 16 years old, the government is going to also join in the savings process, and the child is like having the Ausbildung, start with mini job and also come in adding something on top of it, and then it goes on. The child is living in with the parents and then starting with the Ausbildung and also adding on top of it and top of it. So when the child is like 21, 23 years, he has then enough capital to go in and buy the apartment.
Wow. And not only that, as well as studying. You know, sometimes you don't even have the money to go to take the children in the university.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And most of us have never known that even in the university you need to pay Studiengebühr. And that is a huge amount.
Yeah, it's quite a huge amount.
And the issue with driving licenses.
Exactly. That one as well.
So if we are dreaming of this life for our children, we need to start now. And then putting something in a saving account, making a Bausparkonto for the children. So that they will have it easier.
Oh, wow. You know, I was reading, just reminds me of an article I was reading the other day. It was about Africans, how sometimes our parents depend on us such that, instead of working for ourselves as a young generation, we tend to build the past, which is our parents, and then we forget ourselves, we forget the children. You know, we work every day to give the children a better life, but because of where we come from, we believe we have to keep our parents better, and we forget, and that brings to the poverty. We never have that time to break the poverty that is in the coming generations. And right now we are told on how to keep our children off from that poverty, or the poverty that is really on this lineage, that most of the Africans have that kind of mentality. Just put the money aside. Saying of putting money aside, how much is that? Not much supposed to be put aside for the children when it comes to savings for the children.
Me for the children, I could have say 100 euros.
100 euros per month.
It's like for my daughter, I save 100 euros
per month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of it's the beginning.
Yeah.
And when time's going, you can make like 150, 200. All depends on your expenses that you have in the house. But what I could have said is the best way to be like 100 euros. Until the child will be like 10 or 12 years, it will be like 80. It's a huge money.
Definitely.
It's really, and when she's 18, it's really a huge.
Yeah.
Because now we don't know, even now the driving school or the tuition is really expensive.
It's right now 4,000. I heard.
Yes.
Okay.
We don't know how it will be in the next 18 years.
No, we don't have no idea.
And what I always say, that I don't want to make the mistake that our parents make it on us.
Exactly. Thank you.
That is really my motto. I came to Europe when I was 10 years.
Yeah.
So I know Europe life, Italy, Germany. So I always say, what I didn't get, I want my children to get it better.
Yeah.
I want my children to grow up when they are 20. They say, Daddy have finished paying their house. So I can even give them more money to go to better schools. I can even save for them. They can also accrue everything that they want to do.
Right.
And because we came here for the future. We didn't come here to be like, if not, we could have stayed in Africa.
Yeah. Okay. I have a question here. Someone is asking, 100 euros is too much.
Oh, it's not.
How much? How much?
I agree, because some of us, we do have a lot of responsibilities back home, and it's understandable. But you can even start with 50 euros. And then also you can put something there. Yeah. So now even kindergarten, they have increased it to 250.
I saw it the other day. I was like,
250. So you see, so we too need to really try and do something. Even if we are not able to increase, we can start from somewhere. And then when things get better, we increase it gradually.
Okay, because in life somebody knows how to plan themselves better. Okay, for those who are giving birth tomorrow or the day is coming, now you have at least some basis. And for those who have already given birth, now you know where to start. We say it, kidogo kidogo hujaza kibaba. Every amount really takes. How do you say it? Kidogo kidogo hujaza kibaba. Everything, the drop you put in a cup, one day it's going to fill up that cup and you'll be able to drink comfortably. Now we're going to go to the next one. You say that you as well help and guide them through the process. You help people to you help and guide people through the process to claim their benefits that the state offers. And the financial consultant, you also assist people on the Immobilienfinanzierung, that is on the real estate financing, the rate credit, installment credits, and the debt rescheduling. Please start with the first one. The Umschuldung, Umschulden.
Yeah, you know, my sister, we as Africans, we do have, as I said, a lot of responsibilities. People are building up houses back home, and then they need something. As for that, you really need to get something, like you get a credit or so and do something.
Yeah.
And for lack of knowledge, and people have been victim due to this pressure they had, and just went into it and just received a credit with the interest of like about 12% or so.
Jesus. Just because of lack of knowledge.
Yes.
No, wow.
And then here they are, and the pressure,
it's
each day
getting worse.
pressure is getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
So now here I come and then have a look at all these things, the contracts and so. Then we do the Umschuldung, which is called the risk schedule of the financing, the crediting. And then we search for a very low interest for you so that you can even come out earlier, and then your monthly payment will be also reducted, that you have a bit free life living. So we just want to help as much as possible, because we know the situation here, how people can go into a situation, and then even for the financing, people have been able to purchase some houses. But as for lack of knowledge, I come again, and they just went in. The bankers were saying, "Oh, you just come and I will give you the credit. We will buy the house for you. You don't even need any down payment. You come and then." And then they went in, and then they have now that huge amount with a very huge interest rate, and they are not able to come out of this purchasing that's mortgage anymore. Like they will pay and pay and pay and pay. Even after they are dead, their children, they're still paying, because they did not know that you need to gather yourself a capital, because that amount alone is going to take from the bank with a different interest rate, and then they will increase it to the top, so that of course they will make money and get their money from it. So here we are saying that no, we know that experience. We don't want you to go there. No. So these are mistakes people have already made, and we don't want them to go there. So we try to build up something, gathered some capital into the Bausparkonto. That is what the state has prepared for those who want to acquire properties, because there are a whole lot of benefits the state is going to add upon it, and he's not coming to your house and giving you that benefits like the 300 and so on that I was explaining, and it's not adding up into your Giro Konto, your own savings account. It's only a specific place that he said you have to have it, and then he will also come in and then add. So that is where we help people doing all the application forms for them, open that account for them, and then also walk them through the processing. We come even with that credit, we come and do the Umschuldung for you with our financing, having a very low interest rate for you, so that you can come out earlier. And if you have been purchasing a house before with this, and then we do the Umschuldung. If you purchase a house, you first of all have a first contract, and that will be like between 10 to 15 years. And so people think that, oh, I have bought my apartment, I'm done. No. After the 10, 15 years, you need a forward financing. You need to finance the rest credit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the rest credit, if you are not then like privileged to have a good condition, then the first financing bank will forward it and do the next financing with another huge interest rate.
Okay. Wow.
So it will be adding up and up and up. Then it
Yeah.
will never come out again.
No.
So that is where we
goodness.
come in and then take the rest and do the forward financing for you so that you come out.
You come out.
Even though you made a mistake before for lack of knowledge,
Yeah.
but then will be able
You
to
can
help
come
you
and
out.
just help
Exactly.
to
After
wow.
that 10 years, 15 years.
Guys, have you had that? Because that is this is quite a life-saving experience. Now, before we go to more deep on that, would you explain about the installments credits? How do you help? Is it about the what you just told us
Exactly.
about the Umschulden, that everything comes together? Okay, and then you
Yes.
help us to reduce the installments that one is supposed to pay
Exactly.
every month. Okay.
Exactly. That is the installment, and then also you will need a credit to do something special in Africa back home or something. Then, in order not to let you go in for this very one, so that it will be a big burden to you,
Yeah.
we will help you to give you that credit, and then you put the you pay the installment back, like the credit back, and then with a very low interest rate, so that it will be very beneficial for you.
I'm very curious to know what is that low interest, because
Good.
you know at
That
this
is
moment
good.
we are
Yes.
having a 10%. You know, we were checking the other day and we were going through, and when you check on all those banks, and either this one is going to give you some credit with 10-13%, right? Or the other one is going to give you with, I don't know, 10. I'm like, what
13,
am I
yeah,
going to
yeah,
pay
yeah.
this?
Yeah.
How, please tell us more about
Yeah,
the low.
for example,
Yeah.
let me make an example. We
Yeah.
had a sister who by then had a credit of like 20,000, and then the interest rate was like over 12% or so. So after the credit, she's supposed to pay like 50,000 back, only the interest.
Oh,
So we and she never knew that.
no.
And then
Can
we
imagine.
we did the Umschuldung, and then now the rate has come down and she's able to finish earlier. And so as for the interest, it's growing and growing. My brother, when he came here, when you by then have to buy apartment, the interest rate was like 13%. With the
In
with the
2013.
with the financing concerning the houses, it's quite different. Yeah, and with the normal credits like personal credits, it's also a different. It's higher than the purchasing of apartments and this one.
Okay.
So that 13% with time came down up to 1%. So by then, when I was buying my apartment, the first one, I had the interest rate of 1.2 example.
Yeah.
Now, with the purchasing interest rate, it's now 4.7, getting to 5%. So it's only with Bausparing that you can secure that
Yes,
interest rate for yourself for the years ahead of you. And it's now in our company we have with BKM Bausparing
Yeah.
0.99 to 2.99. You won't get it from
Anywhere else.
anywhere else. And that, when you open that account now, you are going to have your interest rate secured for the next 10, 20 years ahead of you. And then it will never change. It's like it remains there. So when even the normal interest rate is growing higher, yours will remain there. And that is why we are saying it's good to save. It is good to have a savings account for your children too. But don't put it somewhere else, but put it here so that all these benefits the children will also have. That's like a ladder you are building for the children
Right.
to stand on and then also go higher.
Wow, and that was from Mrs. Eunice Louise Osei, the Regional Director of Interna Company, with so much wisdom. I hope whenever you are and listening from, you can get this information, and through that, if you would like to contact her or get her, just write a message on us, Radio RFM, and we are going to connect you to her. And for those who just like to have a seminar, remember, they need us, all of us. So we need to come up together as a group, as Africans, as all the people. They call her Ausländer, but she said there's some Germans inside there, right? Right? There's some Germans, right?
A few are there,
Yeah, no.
Yes, they are there.
So we just need to come up together, and so that we can get more wisdom in that, especially on the low rate of rat and salon. The debt paying, because most of us are really dragging behind this life because of the debts that are, that are really there. So, and as well, if you want to know more about the real estate financing, you'd like to know more about the pension, the supplementary pension savings, the employees' contribution, they call it vermögenswirksame Leistung. Please just contact us, because it's a high time for us to really enjoy this wisdom that we have already gained from tonight. Before we leave, before we say ciao to our madam and Mr. Michael, please give us our parting shot, or your parting shot.
What I will say is like African first.
African first.
Because now we want to help. We also are the Africans here.
Right.
We also have to have our own place of our own radio station, our own restaurant, our own wedding hall,
right,
our own everything.
Yeah.
So we want to have our own houses.
Yeah.
So if like we can also help ourselves.
Yes.
So what I'm saying, that we have to know how to save a lot.
Yeah.
And to save also for our children also. And that is really important for me. What we didn't get, we should let our children get it in the next future.
Wow.
That is important, because we don't know what will come the next 10, 15, 20 years.
Yes.
So I'm pleading to every parent.
Yeah.
Should save for their children.
For their children.
Because we are young, but we can do it.
We can do it.
And we can do it better.
And we are young. We can do it, and we can do it better. That's a good one. Madam Eunice.
Yeah. What I want to say is, we can really do it, and we need to start from somewhere, and we have a better future, and we need to be focused.
Right.
We need to be focused, especially to the young people. Don't spend enough on necessary things. Use your income. Buy your future. Don't sell your future. Start now.
Wow.
Do something. Invest, and then surely, with the help of God, you will have a better future. That is my passion, to help our young people also to have a better future, so that we will not say that, oh, had I known, and they said. That is why we have come here to give you this information. But information received, not applied, is nothing. You need to apply it, and then it will be beneficial for you. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much. I'm sure some of us who are really scared when it comes to putting our money on the houses, or putting our money for the children, or putting our, especially with the Bauspan, a lot of people are healthy on that. And I know right now we have the confidence, because Madam Eunice and Mr. Michael really helped us through. And that is here on Radio RFM, home of African music. I hope you had a really, really while getting some wisdom on this, because I really learned much about life, especially with the laws here in Germany. For those who are joining us, make sure to continue joining us. For those who have been supporting us, for those who have been criticizing, thank you so much. However, Mr. Mike would like to say something.
Contact line, phone numbers maybe.
Yeah, sure. Oh, thank you so much. Oh yeah. As well, as we just said before, with the contacting, you can contact us on Radio RFM, as well as Madam Eunice is going to leave her phone number behind.
Yes,
please, as well, put it down.
Any further information too, you can contact me with the number 0176 3177 3653. 3653. I repeat, 0176 3177 3653. And also, maybe you want to email, you can also email me on oseilouisa 78 at gmail.com.
.com.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now you know where to get her. Even
Thank you so
much
much.
better on the direct line. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael. Thank you so much, Madam Eunice, again.
you.
And thank you so much for the listeners. Thank you so much for the patience. And yes, this is Radio R, home of African music, with yours, Queen Victoria.